We're now into day 5 of the National Assembly's audit of government ministries and agencies. It was another round of disputes between rival parties as they engaged in heated debates over the government's minimum wage hike and nuclear-free energy agenda. Minji has the latest.
Under scrutiny on Tuesday at the audit of the Labor Committee was the government's minimum wage hike. The opposition called for a slowdown and for different rates of increase depending on the industry, saying that the 16% hike for this year and almost 11% for 2019 are having negative effects on the job market.
Until now, the government and the Commission have been very lukewarm about requests from small businesses to apply different rates depending on the industry. What's your view on such a measure?
It's not something the Commission can decide, and it's inappropriate to give my personal opinion. But if the government decides, we will work to achieve it.
The ruling party said the double-digit percentage increases were necessary to boost the incomes of those who make the least money. It also defended the government's policies, saying the hike is not the sole reason for the current sluggish job growth or the decline in income among the lower bracket.
A clear diagnosis is needed to make the right prescription. The hardships of the self-employed and small business owners are not due to the minimum wage hike alone, but other factors such as rent, card transactions fees, changes in consumption trends, and a decline in tourists.
At the Industry Committee, the subject of debate was the government's initiative for nuclear-free energy. The opposition said going nuclear-free will erode the country's energy competitiveness and has even turned a profit-making company to a deficit, referring to the state-run Korea Electric Power Corporation that was under inspection.
The government is moving away from nuclear energy to other sources, which makes it seem that KEPCO will post another loss next year. I believe around $620 million.
At this point, we can't predict the exact figure.
The ruling party criticized the opposition for blaming everything on the government's policies, saying that's not the case. It said the agenda is for the safety of the people and that it's a global trend.
The opposition are blaming the nuclear-free drive for KEPCO's losses and the decline in the operation rate of nuclear plants. Is that the case? What's your view?
I hope the National Assembly also takes into account safety costs.
In the Finance Committee audit, tempers flared as rival parties inspected the Korea Public Finance Information Service, the agency from which an opposition lawmaker had accessed and disclosed documents about state statistics that the government claims were confidential. The state-run agency apologized for the incident, saying that it would revamp its security system. Minji, Arirang News.